Hi viewers, I'm Asma and you're watching my art channel Virtuoso Palette. Today I'm beginning with another very exciting acrylic painting ideas based on clouds. So let's go to look, watch and observe. My only request to you is to kindly comment, subscribe and share my link with your family and friends because it is a big encouragement for me. Thank you so much. This is the second mini canvas on acrylic painting ideas based on clouds by Virtuoso palette. I've started with dark grey, a mixture of black and a bit of white for the base using a wash brush. And coming downward towards the bottom, I'm going to use lighter tones of grey, adding white gradually and blending the tones smoothly. Now the base is almost done. You can see the tones of greys. And now the cloud is ready to appear. I intend to use a sponge to paint my clouds right now. There you go. Titanium white I'm applying here, and as the base is still not dried, it is giving me a perfect smoky grey tone for my cloud. Viewers, basically, all these ideas of mine are connected to visualize while meditating. I believe creative imagination establishes inner peace and joy in your mind. It is truly refreshing for both your physical and spiritual well-being. Now you can see how I'm bringing white in small strokes and blending it with the first layer, creating more tones. The second cloud by Virtuoso palette. I must tell you that you cannot sit or stand on a cloud in reality because there's nothing really there. What we think of as a cloud is basically just air. It looks the way you see it because there are many tiny droplets of water controlled in the air which refract the light and make them look white or grey depending on certain conditions. And even though clouds give us a cushy puffballs look, they cannot support your weight or hold anything. But sure, if one's mind is clear and body is relaxed, you can engage your imagination to visualize images and ideas. You can see that I'm continuously using small strokes of either white or black, merging, blending, creating more layers, and bringing lighter and darker tones. Some use of sponging the paint here and back to the brush again. Paint applications in strokes, circular motion, more blends. You can see how I'm applying these strokes here. And it's almost time to bring the idea by Virtuoso palette in light. Here we go. A seesaw in the clouds. Let me place the stencil properly. And I'm, about to fill in some paint. I'll use black here with just a splash of white. It will be a darker tone of gray, but it will look like black because I want a shadowy image here. There we go. We'll have to, fix the figures. Although I don't want a detailed image, let's remove the stencil and give some strokes to the figures here. Two kids enjoying the seesaw. There we go. I won't give them, very fine details, but I need to fix them a bit. Mostly an artist belonging to any genre of art would read a lot of poetry too. I remember a quote from an Argentinian poet, I think from 19th century. He wrote that when I do not walk in the clouds, I walk as though I were lost. Antonio Portia, that was. So, people with such vast imagination can only think for such creativity. There you go. I need to fix the figure along with the background here. And I'm thinking of using some copper on the seesaw. There you go, using a thin brush. And maybe on the figures too, just to give it a sparkle. Actually, it's the seesaw. The seat. There you go. So the figures are almost done. Just shadowy figures. Balanced, taking the seesaw in the clouds. There you go. Now I think I'll work a little on the clouds too. I'm done here with the figures. Okay, now using a sponge for a little different blending effect in the clouds. So viewers, this is another acrylic painting idea by Virtuoso palette, and I'll definitely wait for your comments, and if anyone tries to paint their own clouds, how did it turn out? You must share it. Some final strokes. Do stay tuned for another cloud on the way to Virtuoso palette. Bye for now. See you. So viewers, hope you liked this beautiful cloud and explored it well. See you soon in the next video. Don't forget to comment, share and subscribe. Bye.